Tons of big, massive news in today's video. As always, timestamps in the description down below. We're talking AEW and WWE. We're going to kick things off with WWE. Wade Barrett is coming to Smackdown, and it appears that WWE is making a commentary change for Friday Night Smackdown on the season premiere, baby. So as you guys know, Pat McAfee is out of the company. Now PW Insider comes out and says Wade Barrett is scheduled to be at SmackDown. This is obviously indicating that there is a massive change happening. If you guys didn't watch NXT, we saw Pseudo Shah and also Byron Saxton and Wade Barrett do commentary on NXT while Vic Joseph was on his honeymoon. So, you know, this has been something that's been rumored for a while, too, that Wade Barrett was going to go up to the main roster as a commentator. To be honest with you, I think Michael Cole and Wade Barrett are going to be incredible together. I think this is a very nice change. And you just got to keep in mind, like, Pat McAfee, you know, he's kind of like out of the company, yet he's still in the company, but he's doing College Game Day. Obviously, with him doing College Game Day, it's going to make it very difficult for him to do commentary in WWE. So I do think Pat McAfee will come back to WWE in certain circumstances, but I have nothing against the idea of Michael Cole and Wade Barrett being commentary going forward. I think it's actually a really good move on WWE's end. And honestly, when you watch NXT, the new NXT, with Pseudo Shah on commentary, I thought he was fantastic. I liked his work in NXT Level Up, but now he's going to be doing stuff for NXT as it appears going forward. What happens with Byron Saxton? Is he just going to stick around on Raw? Is he going to be on NXT? What's going to kind of happen there? So it's going to be really interesting to see how WWE maneuvers around this. Obviously, commentary changes. You know, they shouldn't really be shocking, but you kind of want to see WWE make the right call, whereas in the past, we've seen some new commentators and stuff, and it's just definitely been a bad experience. So, nonetheless, Wade Barrett on SmackDown commentary, that seems to be the new thing. I'm excited about it. Let's talk about AEW. Let's talk about Jeff Hardy. A lot of people have been asking what is happening with Jeff Hardy. When is he coming back? Is he coming back? Is he still in AEW? What is the situation here? Now, PW Insider has reported that Jeff Hardy is still under agreement with AEW, so he's still there. However, Tony Khan has made the decision that he's not going to bring back Jeff Hardy until all of his legal issues are cleared up. So, for those who want to know what is happening in regards to his legal issues, he has a pre-trial hearing for his DUI that was scheduled for Wednesday, October 19th. Hardy's attorneys also previously waived his right to a speedy trial. The pre-trial hearing was initially set for July, but it was pushed back at the request of his attorneys and is now scheduled for this month. In addition to wanting his legal issues cleared up, AEW also wants Jeff Hardy to show that he can maintain sobriety. He has been in treatment for some time after his arrest earlier this year. And, well, I don't know what else to say. When it comes to Jeff Hardy and all of his work in AEW, I feel like it's just kind of been a letdown. And it's unfortunate because I was a massive, massive, massive fan of Jeff Hardy growing up. And I feel like WWE also let me down in regards to Hardy's last run. Obviously, circumstances with the pandemic and everything, it kind of screwed things up. But I just feel like I'm kind of done with the Hardys, you know what I mean? And it sucks because I feel like with Jeff Hardy and all of his legal issues and all of the stuff, it's like the most important thing that matters right now is not whether or not you can throw on a 5-star banger on AEW Dynamite. I think obviously health comes first, and that's important. And, you know, I hope when Jeff Hardy does come back, I hope that we could be left with some positive memories, some positive stuff, because I just feel like based on how AEW and WWE has booked Matt and Jeff Hardy, I guess I've just been a little bit more disappointed. And this is obviously one of my favorite tag teams growing up. So, yeah, it is what it is. I also want to make it very clear, I think Tony Khan is handling it extremely well. There's a lot of things in AEW that I think maybe Tony Khan hasn't handled well, but I think the Jeff Hardy situation has been handled well, and that's a good thing because obviously, beyond the wrestling, beyond all that stuff, you got to take care of your health, man. Mental, physical, emotional, all of these different things need to be a priority. So I am glad that Tony Khan decided to do something about it, and that's a good thing. Speaking of AEW, my friends, Andrade. We know Andrade and Sammy Guevara, backstage fight. We talked about this. However, Dave Meltzer provided a massive update. And he says that Andrade is trying to get fired. There is this belief that Andrade is trying to get fired, so therefore he made this situation happen in hopes of getting fired so he can go back to Triple H. I think this is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. Alvarez mentions that there's a couple sides to the story, right? So TMZ had their version. Basically, Meltzer mentioned that, they were both told on Tuesday, hey, no fighting. If this is your idea, you're not going to get fired if you fight, but you will be sent home. Andrade and Sammy Guevara told them, hey, don't worry, there's not going to be a fight. There's not going to be anything. Alvarez then mentions Sammy, in fact, did not throw any punches. One person told them that Andrade spun Sammy around and Sammy shoved him. Then Andrade punched him. The other story that was told was that Andrade just punched him and Sammy didn't fight back. It doesn't matter who threw the punches, who did what. They're both involved here. They both should have been sent home. It was clearly irresponsible by AEW to let Sammy Guevara go out, main event, get the pin. But also, at the same time, too, the one thing that needs to be mentioned here, because it's so incredibly important, the idea that AEW refuses to release people that want out. And I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot here. No, actually, I know I'm not an idiot, because here's the thing. There was a time period in which Tony Khan said he wasn't going to hold talent hostage like WWE did. Now, all of a sudden, Triple H is a threat to the existence of AEW, and all of a sudden, the talent that want to go to WWE can't get out. But the hypocrisy of it all is the moment that Mustafa Ali personally went on Twitter and wanted out of WWE, and then you saw the tribalistic bullshit that comes with wrestling. Free Ali, free Ali, free Ali. Everybody had it trending. WWE is the devil. WWE is the worst. WWE is this. WWE is that. I always thought AEW was the alternative. They were going to show us that, you could be a good wrestling company and be a successful wrestling company without holding talent hostage. Now it appears that AEW talent are potentially starting fights just to get out of their contract. I mean, guys, it is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I thought Tony Khan was the solution to the mess that WWE was, but now realistically, Tony Khan is no freaking different, and it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit, and that's just what it is, so.